Greetings everyone, and thanks for tuning in for this paranormal pit stop. Tonight, we'll be adventuring through a historic hotel located off of the corners of St. Louis and Royal Streets near Jackson Square in the heart of the French Quarter in New Orleans, Louisiana, that's widely renowned for its earning of the Four Diamond Luxury Award for the past 31 years. Rumored to harbor a range of chilling ghostly presences that never really checked out. Are you prepared to explore the history and hauntings of the Omni Royale Orleans? Historically, in 1838, lands now holding the Omni Royale Orleans would welcome the construction of what was initially called the City Exchange Hotel, which was intended to act as a lodging for visiting European and Creole aristocrats, and that offered lavish food, drink, accommodations, and even a slave market. Upon entering the hotel, an auction block for selling formerly enslaved individuals was directly visible just under the Grand Rotunda, and many of the formerly enslaved who were shipped in from Baltimore were only there for mere moments before either being sold to nearby plantations or homesteads or placed into pens for holding in the French Quarter. Pre-Civil War, this original hotel would play host to a range of what were considered prominent figures in the South, and to a number of balls and meetings, most notably to the Bal Travesti, where Henry Clay would issue his only New Orleans speech. In 1841, the inn, then recognized as the St. Louis Exchange Hotel, would be hit by a large fire, which quickly ravaged the four-story building and resulted in its reconstruction out of fire-resistant materials. And for 2 decades following, it would act as a central haunt to French New Orleans, and would continue to offer a number of lavish banquets and balls, until the 1862 capture of New Orleans under Union forces through the American Civil War, during which time the expanse would be transformed into a makeshift military hospital while taking on heavy wear and tear. During the Reconstruction era, which lasted from 1865 to 1877, the property would be acquired by the state of Louisiana and would actually act as a de facto state capital for a time, after which it was passed between owners and would serve such purposes as a bank, as a restaurant, and more. Over the years, this second hotel building would fall into disrepair. Eventually, it would be destroyed entirely in the hurricane of 1915, and following lengthy discussions amongst city officials, in 1960, the notable lodging was reconstructed in full, by some standards also repairing this particular portion of the French Quarter. In 1986, Omni Hotel of Dallas, Texas would acquire the hotel's lease, and would re-establish the site as the Omni Royale Orleans, and as of 2008, the company still maintains 25% stake in the business, fully handling management of the operation. In the present, the Omni Royale Orleans remains open to the public, offering 345 guest rooms and suites, its award-winning rib room as a prime dining option, 3 on-site bars, a heated rooftop pool, and according to legend, a slew of paranormal activity tied to members of its staffing and guests long since deceased, with those frequenting the property reporting doors that open and close on their own, lights that flick from on to off spontaneously, and toilets, faucets, and showers that activate inexplicably and sometimes within locked rooms. Several perturbing accounts tell of ominous moaning and groaning heard from empty hallways, and of disembodied voices and noises picked up from vacant rooms, and all but common are reports of the feelings of being watched, followed, or even of being brushed up against by someone or something unseen. The entity of a young man in early 19th century attire has been known to manifest to flirt with or put his arm around women he finds attractive before disappearing. A ghostly Confederate soldier has been spied about the upper floor, and the spirit of an old maid who it said died in the hurricane has been encountered within guests' rooms, usually tidying up or attending small tasks. One story tells a portion of the lodging once acted as a convent, and those who have used swear words or foul language near have received sharp slaps on their wrists, some say courtesy of the entity of a nun. Overnight guests have told of being awakened in the night to the small specters of children either tugging at their arms or crawling into bed with them, and near the bars, a handful of accounts detail the phantom sounds of a party or ball, instances of drinks seemingly emptying themselves, and run-ins with entities in old-timey attire. On a closing note, and a darker one at that, while a good majority of the presences encountered at the Royale are considered to be friendly or at the very least passive in nature, several have told of more chilling encounters in which they've actually felt threatened by whatever was stalking them about, and even more disturbing are claims of said negative entities following the unprepared home. Thanks for joining us on this Paranormal Pit Stop. If you enjoyed our histories and ghost stories, subscribe to our channel, like this upload, and share us with anyone you feel could use a good scare. Until next time.